They call me Dr. Love, they call me Dr. Love, calling Dr. Love, I got the cure you're thinking of, Dr. Love. Dr. Love in the house, baby. So, a lot of people don't realize that a relationship is very similar to an investment. It takes a lot of time, a lot of patience. You got to put a lot into it. You got to put a lot of effort. And what happens a lot of times is that people don't put a lot of effort into a relationship. It could be for a variety of reasons. Sometimes a person has a career, a job, and that career and that job takes up, sometimes multiple jobs people have, not just one job, but multiple jobs, and it takes up their whole life. Sometimes, they have children, that's their first priority, of course, or they're a caretaker, could be to their spouse, to their mom, I know about all of these things because I've been there in my life, I was the caretaker to my wife, to my mom, I have 2 kids, and yes, I even have a job. All these haters out there, besides YouTube, yes, I run my own business. But anyway, it takes sometimes a lot of your time, and that could interfere with a relationship, because a relationship, especially in the beginning stages, you got to dedicate a lot of time to that person. You got to talk to them a lot. You got to be there for them, especially if they're going through tough times. And I'm not talking be there for them financially. No. That's always a no-no. No money. You should not ever be with someone because, they're pouring their heart out to you about all the problems they have, and oh my God, I can't pay my bills, I can't pay this, can you give me money? That's not a good relationship. But I'm talking about being there for someone, just like a best friend. And if a person is not willing to dedicate that time and that effort, it's not good. It's not good. And yes, people who have careers and where their job takes up like 90% of their life have difficulties with relationships. But that's the choice they made. The choice they made in their life is career first. A lot of times people choose things, like children first. And it should always be that way. It should always be that way. But I'm just saying, all these things in a way could play a major part in a relationship not working out. Can there be compromises? Of course. A lot of times you can meet people where you have, similar situations. Like I'm a father. You meet a mom, she has children, so that's a one, especially if the kids are like relatively close to the same age. You're spending time with her, the children could also spend time with her children. So there is ways that you could finagle, you could work things out, As far as the career thing, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to work out, because if a person's got a job and they got to be there for a certain amount of hours, the only thing I could say is I think about my beautiful wife, Jennifer. My wife, Jennifer, she worked for the New York Stock Exchange, okay? She was dealing with the biggest executives. She was on the phone with Mario Cuomo one time, okay? And I never forget, she put him on hold. She put Mario Cuomo on hold to talk to me. That's just the way my wife was. I was a priority in her life. And I was blessed to have her. So, you could still work a lot, but if you're willing to take the time out to talk to that special person, to show them that you care, you might be able to just make it work. But if you're not taking their calls, you're not responding to them, you're ignoring them, because I can't do 2 things at once, I'm working, it's not going to work. So that's a little love advice from Dr. Love. They call me Dr. Love, calling Dr. Love, calling Dr. Love, got the cure you're thinking of, Dr. Love. Oh.